to that point.
And we are back. Globus is back. We're going to give you some more behind-the-scenes commentary. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah, that was very rude. It will be taken into consideration.
I know.
In future debates, you see, with yourself.
I understand.
That you resort to your
Globus,
cyber powers.
I got it.
To stifle a conversation.
Can we just move on?
I feel as though it needs to be highlighted.
I know, but really what you want to do is bore everybody by just saying things constantly.
By highlighting your shortcomings, I beg to differ.
Here we
by
go.
stifling conversation.
Now,
there was no conversation when I just joined the server. Just then, when I was granted my microphone privileges. You guys were not talking about anything, so you see. I thought I'd take the opportunity to highlight M. Scott Veach and the way that he...
Shut the fuck up, dude! Jesus!
Hello.
I just thought that it would be... It's necessary for the audience.
Hello.
But, yeah, I destroyed Dan before on his point. Destroyed Scott Veach.
In your head?
Well, no, it's actually recorded, so on Discord, to be precise. But it's all good. I don't think you were here. You weren't present.
Why don't you tell Jim what it is that you were right about and we were wrong about?
So, Jem is of the same school of beliefs as you guys, so why would I bother when he's just going to start shouting as he normally does, as is his, modus
So in what
operandi.
way So if nobody agrees with you, in what way did you destroy us?
Well, I got actually Mr. Dan Fissler to concede at one stage, which was good. He conceded he had a belief. Yeah, he did. It's recorded.
You
weren't there.
Very sarcastically.
Of course, he's going to deny it and say that it was sarcastic now, but it's all
You
good.
even said it was sarcastic. You said, I can tell you're being very sarcastic. Like those were.
That was after the fact, though. That was after the fact. When I initially asked you...
But you couldn't have said that before the fact, could you?
Initially I...
say you're being sarcastic before he'd been sarcastic.
No, because we had it... No, because we had beforehand I asked him honestly, and he actually answered honestly, you see. So,
here we go, guys.
Yeah, he's taking some point.
Let the comedy show begin!
He's saying something that I said is a concession when it isn't.
Yeah,
it is.
That's what he does.
It is,
okay,
and it was, and it'll continue to be so.
Do you think you can be more interesting now?
Be honest.
Okay.
It's sad that you can't just be honest.
We move on, Willis, please. This is so not interesting.
Well, it's fine though, Scott. I mean, I'm just highlighting the events.
I know what you're just doing.
Yeah, stop highlighting things.
No, yeah, sure. It's annoying to highlight the destruction of the... I understand. And especially from your religious point of view, you would see that as an attack on the person. And I understand that.
I like it.
You're still doing it, Glenn.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Just making talking noises.
Comedy.
Well, putting points across there. You're just not listening. Well, by definition, it is. It requires a lot of faith, as Dan himself confessed
Globus
to being
is cracking me up.
student of
People keep
faith.
saying this, and I think it's true. This is like a chemo
This is
impression,
called
but
hardcore
it's worse
mocking
because it's not
of the
as good.
Globe Earthers. They are being
It's not
ripped
a key
apart,
impression. People
ridiculed, and they
think
don't even
that, but
realise
it's
it.
just not true, you see. I just like to highlight the events past and try to essentially
Just
not let anyone
highlighting.
get away with getting destroyed, you see, as I put it.
Yeah, you're a poor man's chemo, really.
Yeah, so you can have your opinion, and that's fine. John Payne, you're entitled to that.
It's not that. It's just we've got the proper one. Why would we
the
want
thing
this?
is, the thing is, though, Jim, is that
Cheap
we as
imitation.
Earthers, we have the facts, the figures, and the numbers.
Stop
There you go.
Stop it.
There I go. What?
Using a chemo catchphrase now.
Oh, it is?
Yes, it is.
Really? I've never actually heard him say that, but anyway, if you say that he does. Akimo he's good. He's a good flat earther. I don't mind being compared to him. You may say I'm the cheap version, whatever you say, but if he does say that, he's right. We do have the facts, the figures, and the numbers. So
You're even saying it like him.
Now he's having a go at my accent, guys. This is typical.
Because you said numbers. That's why.
At the man. Just focus on my argument, Jem.
Numbers.
Argument. You don't have one.
Oh,
I don't have one, she says.
I was focused on the fact that you said it in the accent of an area that's 12,000 miles away from you.
You don't even know where I live, so that's an assumption on your behalf.
When you worked out,
I live in Australia.
Yeah.
It's a good guess.
One with baubles on it or a nice candle. Do you want one of them? Christmas candle.
That was a lucky guess, I think, Jezebel. Lucky guess.
Hilarious.
She's got a smart one on her hands here, guys. But yeah, guys, I mean, what else do you have? Do you have any evidence of the actual curvature? No, we've been through that several times.
Got no evidence.
Realize your fellow flat earthers don't even think your place where you live exists?
No, that would be a lie. I don't know anyone that's a flat earther that doesn't think Australia exists. In fact, I actually know a number of Australian flat earthers, you see. So that kind of puts your point to shame, you see.
Not really, because no flat earther actually accepts the existence of Australia as it is described.
They
put it somewhere else on the map. They put it somewhere else on the map, or a different size to what it actually is.
What does that have to do with me, though? Are you using a stereotype fallacy in order to...
Almost all flat earthers do that.
I don't care what other flat earthers do, you see. That's not my place to judge.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You're no different from them, are you? You're not.
Well, I don't think...
You're not.
I'm not like them in the fact...
Super duper special flat earther, are you?
Well,
same
the
old
lady...
shit flat earther, basically.
The lady actually said that... something along the lines of, or to the effect of, you realise that your flat earth buddies don't think Australia exists. And that is, false in every sense of...
No, it's not. It's true.
Yes, it is.
I don't think Australia exists as described.
No, well, now you're adding this little bit in order to whiten it. And
right,
that's
because
shameful.
you said it's not true in any way. That's a way that it is true.
It's shameful that you would have to add that in order to help someone out. But I mean, that's the
point right there, Doc. You made a good point there, Globus. Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not really a good point because now he's sort of divining what other flat earthers think and using that as some sort of argument, maybe? Is this supposed to be an argument because you're bringing up what other flat earthers think about Australia? Are we really going to sink to that level of debate, guys? I mean, I thought we were better than that.
I do think, though, it is time you got this sorted out with them. Because they keep showing this AE map, don't they? With Australia like 3 times the size it should be.
Well, I don't care. Again, I don't care what they keep doing, Jim. The stereo fallacy does not work with kind Sir Globus here.
You agree with
So Globus, just to be perfectly clear, I was on Brandon's show the other day, and they're telling me, like 4 flat earthers at once, that you can't get from South America to Australia in a commercial jet, right, in 15 hours, and you can't get from Australia to South Africa in a commercial jet.
Yes.
In 30
Okay.
hours. And so, but hold up. In that sense, you said in no way is that true. Jim just outlined, and I just detailed some very specific examples that not 48 hours ago, flat earthers were defending. So no, you're wrong. It's not in any way, shape, or form. There are ways that everybody's denying how Australia exists, where it's at, and how far it is from other things.
But you again, is this RC Master that I'm having the pleasure to speak to?
Of course.
I was always under the impression that we scale maps.
Towel, please.
Yeah, we scale maps, though, so we can understand how big things are.
So, again, you're talking about other flat earthers and their beliefs, and I've actually debated with several flat earthers that somehow think this is a proof of a flat earth or not proof, or a proof of I don't even give a fuck. But I mean, I've personally been on these flights, but they proved nothing of the topography beneath me, you see. Nothing at all. They have no proof or anything, and I know they do exist, and I have addressed it with other flat earthers. But I mean, I always at the end of the conversation get them to conclude that, in fact, I mean, some are stubborn and some have even accused me of being, an agent or whatever. But I mean, I think they were probably joking, surely. But
no, dude, we're talking about pretty loud voices in the flat.
I don't care though. I don't listen to loud voices.
I don't know. An agent of
but your point was
secret society.
Your point was denying like that this is a point of contention in any way with people. The point is like no, like your qualification of in any way is not only patently false, but the subject of a lot of discussion and debate these days among multiple.
I never said that other flat earthers didn't deny the existence. I said that I didn't give a shit what other flat earthers said. That was my point. So you clearly weren't listening.
Like
I know that some of them deny it, but I mean, I didn't give a shit.
Cartographers,
why would I care?
Marking down fucking different size land masses and continents for centuries, right? Because they want their continent to look bigger than everybody else.
Brandon and like I don't even really know who that is.
Really, the size of the continent, it doesn't really matter. It's distance between the land gaps. If you know what that is, then you're all right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's great. So anyway, yeah, other flat earthers may freaking, debate stupid points. You're gonna get that. I mean, all things aside, we can agree that it's flat. You see, some can't agree where the land masses are and where they're located. Or whether this map's correct or not. I mean, it's something that they don't really have the means of finding out.
The world is flat. Imagine how big you are to the world, right? Look at the world in your perspective.
Yes, Tal.
As you are, look at you as an ant, right? Looking up into a wide world, right? And then thinking, this is all flat. Well, yeah, it will look all bloody flat, won't it? Because you're so small. So
that'd be as daft as a bush to think that, wouldn't it?
If you was like 60 foot fucking in the sky and you was a giant, yeah, the world would look a little bit smaller, yeah? And everything would change in perspective, do you get me? But because you're so tiny, the world is so big, you can't see the perspective, so you think it's flat. No, it's not. It's curved. It's because the curve is that gradual and it's so big you can't see it.
It's just too big. I can't say it exactly. It's just too big.
Exactly.
I would never say I'm just too small.
There, nevertheless.
Yeah, I'm just too small, Tal. Yeah.
You're just too small to see. Yeah.
Yep.
So
yeah. Heard that argument before.
The geometry to give us an idea.
It's a very strong argument.
That's true.
We give pi r squared the circumference, don't we?
Yeah, it's just
the
it's
radius
just
is
too big
what,
to see, guys.
6,381 kilometers. So you don't have to fucking do a bit of math, mate.
Too big to see. It's too elusive to measure. What's next?
Why is it?
Why
is everything so difficult to measure? We have satellites that can do it now, triangulate everything, and just point spray it all on a screen and say, that's how big the planet is. Right. There you go. Done. Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly rocket science, is it?
It's not rockets and science, no.
No, it's not. It's just satellites spinning around up there, taking pictures of things. That's it. And they send that data back to us.
That's a great story.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, that's what we see. Yeah.
Yeah.
It like corroborates with what we're looking at.
That's it's a very
this is
intellectual debate you've put across.
Method you like. We use it in astronomy. We use it in science. We use it in archaeology. We use it in everything. It's just ideas, it's things that we do. It's a progression of our existence. Just accept it. Why do you have to question every fucking thing, man? I mean, if you questioned everything, we'd be sat here to the end of time.
Exactly.
Jesus. It's like listening to
the end of time.
Title. Forwards from one bloody
his accent's
to the
hilarious,
other.
yes.
What happened in Deuteronomy? I don't know. When you just got past fucking Genesis. Do you get me?
Yeah, I get you, mate.
So it doesn't matter what you look as the world.
Don't question things. Okay, cool.
You see it. Accept it for what it is.
Tao doesn't want me to question my reality. That's fine, Tao.
Question it, but it's not going to get you any further than you are.
Indeed.
There's a speck on this planet that's insignificant to everything apart from you and the people around you that love you. That's it. To everybody else, mate, you're a nobody. There you go. So you just be thankful that you're a somebody and you're on this planet and a few people around you love you. That's it. That's all you need to know.
That's it. And I don't need to question anything authority says ever.
So all of it is.
I should never question anything or anyone.
Fucking hell, we go to fucking
I don't deserve to
take our mates to bed with us, do we?
Too much of a
That'd be
peasant.
creepy, wouldn't it? You get me? You know, when this turns off, that's it. Life goes back to fucking normal.
Yes. Oh, wise Tao.
Question
Tell
what
me
you
more.
fucking like, mate. You'll be here forever.
Tell me more, wise Tao.
Don't preach.
Yeah.
Try and teach somebody something. Don't try and preach them some fucking fantasy you've had. We can read books. We can read fantasy books. We know all about them, you know. Arthur Conan fucking Doyle, he's a fantasist. All of them, you know.
Indeed, kind sir.
So, you know, I reckon Arthur Conan Doyle was Jack the Ripper. There you go. He knew too much about him.
There you go. That's on point. That's exactly what we were talking about. Yep.
The books that was in that fucking did it. Usually,
yeah.
The traitor is the bloody author, isn't it? You know.
100%. You're not wrong.
There you go. So these are the things that you should be talking about, not the things that are fucking fantasized about, you know, and could be.
Jack the Ripper? Is that what I should be talking about?
No, I mean, Sherlock Holmes was a fictional fucking character by Arthur Conan Doyle. You know, he didn't really exist. But in the mind of everybody else, he did. They thought he was real because he made that character so real that people thought he was real. So this is what you're doing with the flat earth. You're inventing something that you think is so real that it's come up into your mind as a 3D fucking representation of something that isn't real.
So the flat earth is just like Sherlock Holmes.
Pictures that don't exist that you never will create.
Sherlock Holmes is flat earth. I get it. I get the comparison.
Yeah, it's just a fantasy, a fallacy.
Yeah.
Something that was created in the mind.
I get how they both tie into each other.
There you go.
I get
That's all it is. Once you get out of that fucking mindset and you get back into the real world, you'd understand it.
Yeah. 100%.
Don't let fools fool you into thinking that things are real when they're not. You can see a fool coming a mile away, mate. You can 100 yards, you can go, yeah, fucking idiot. You know what I mean? You don't even have to fucking talk to them for 30 seconds. You can just look at them and go, yeah, fucking idiot, just by the body language. You know, it's that simple. They're swaying around with their hands in the fucking air like a scarecrow. Yeah, fucking idiot. There you go. Body language tells you everything. You don't need to know how fucking curved they are or how flat they are. You just look at it, don't you? And you think, yeah, that's it, bollocks. It's that simple.
You've got it down, Pat.
And destroy any argument. All your arguments are invalid. They're worth nothing apart from reality.
Will it ever stop?
I don't think it will.
I don't think so. We managed to stop one lot of talking noises with another lot.
I hope you weren't accusing me of monologuing, Guy and Jem. That would be most inappropriate.
It was a bit more interesting than listening to fucking ambient occlusion and diffraction of bloody curved surfaces and what light point sprites do when they reflect off fucking mirrors. Who cares about any of that? Light just does what it fucking likes. It bends things. There you go. Who cares?
Light bends things. Man.
Yeah,
wow.
It does, yeah. Light does, well, it's weird.
Light bends things now. Yeah. Would anyone else agree to that in here?
No.
So the refraction of light doesn't bend anything, right? So the distortion of anything that it reflects off, it doesn't bend, right? So what's a fucking rainbow? There you go.
Light doesn't bend things.
What does?
Light bends.
Light is bent.
Light is already bent, so is it the incident point that bends, or is it the object that creates the incident point that bends it?
I don't know what you're saying now, Tao.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you aren't helping. You aren't helping, buddy.
Yeah. Is the incident point and angle point of the incident the actual incident point itself?
Yes, it is.
There you
definitely.
go. That's what I was trying to get to, yeah.
Right, okay. Sorry about that.
It's as simple as that in it, really. Yeah. The incident point of angle is the incident point itself. The reflection is the incident point. No matter what surface it comes off, whether it's an angle, a curve, no matter
I agreed there because I thought it would shut him up.
You can't put angles on fucking circles unless you try and do out it, but you know.
This is a running monologue.
Well, this is what they're talking about, innit? I don't know. I ain't got a clue. I'm lost. I got lost at the word get-go, I guess. Tell you what, I'll build another spliff and I'll show up. Will that help?
Maybe. Let's see.
Maybe to get back to the dirt. You know, get right back into it. Go on, you know. Get mucking out, lads. Go on.
Flatten the curve.
Get your shovels. Honestly, it's like skipping out a stable. You have a wheelbarrow and a fork, and you have to pick up the lumps and get them in the barrow. There you go. It's that simple.
On average, Super Blurb utters about 12 to 20 meaningless words per day and still manages to be far more interesting than Globus.
And still...
I mean, his words mean something to him.
Well, it rectifies something in his flaming, I don't know, psyche that, I don't know, reflects on his inner self. He maybe had a really bad child.